what I want to show you today in relation to weight gain and diabetes is what happened to the starch structure. The hybridization produced a starch called amylopectin A. Amylopectin A is the starch that is found in this hybridized wheat. So let me show you what it does. So there's blood sugar level, which is normal. Blood sugar levels rise dramatically and then have a corresponding drop. That's amylopectin A. To give you something to compare it to, amylopectin B is found in bananas and potatoes. And if you're familiar with the glycemic index of food, bananas and potatoes, they're fairly high. So amylopectin B comes up fairly high, fairly fast, not as high, not as fast, not as low. There's your B. Amylopectin C, as another comparison, is found in legumes, lentils, chickpeas, lima beans, black-eyed beans. That gives a lovely steady rise, steady maintenance, steady drop. What does every cell in our body want? This nice, steady, consistent delivery of fuel. And one of the reasons why diabetes even develops is because pancreases are being beaten up. Quick high, quick low, quick high, quick low, quick high. And yes, sugar. In fact, there was no diabetes on the planet till sugar was refined. Sugar doesn't get let off the hook here. But what's not realised is the role that wheat is playing. Let's look at the glycemic index of foods. The glycemic index of foods is how quickly the glucose in the food is released into the blood. So baseline is 55. Anything under is called or considered low GI. So low GI, all your berries. Berries sit at about 26. So all your berries, blackberries, blueberries, cherries, great fruit for diabetics because it gives a nice, steady, constant release of glucose. Grapefruit. I think everyone loves berries, but not everyone loves grapefruit. But grapefruit sits at 25. So where does sugar sit? Whether it be white or tan or brown, 59, and that's not a surprise. Where does white flour products, we'll just say white wheat, so that's white bread, white pasta, white cakes, it sits at 69. And so white bread will get the blood sugar level up even higher than sugar. And white yeast bread, what do they feed the yeast with? Sugar. But what's really shocking is the wholemeal. Or you call it whole wheat. It sits at 72. So how could that be? How could whole wheat bread get the blood sugar level up higher than white? Well, because it's not refined, it's got more amylopectin A in it, and it's the amylopectin A that gets that blood sugar level up. I explained this at our retreat a couple of years ago, of course. Not there anymore. And a lady began to cry. I said, "What's the matter?" She's 69. She said, "I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes at 65. I do everything they tell me. I have wholemeal bread, wholemeal pasta, wholemeal cakes, wholemeal everything, and every 6 months I go to the doctor, he puts me on more insulin." And what's the definition of insanity? To do what you've always done and expect different results. She said, "I'm crying because I've been so frustrated. I'm not like the lady down the road. She lives on pistas, she's at the cake shop, no wonder. She's drinking Coke, no wonder." But she said, "I don't do that." She said, "I'm crying tears of joy because you have just solved the puzzle."